Hi guys, welcome to today's edition of the Savvy Money Show, coming from outside. There may be some background noise. Now, if you find any of today's information informative, please smash that lovely like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification will let you know when a new video gets uploaded. Now, on with the show. And I'm going to try and do this thick and fast, almost as thick as me. Of it, a lot faster than me, to be sure. Well, sorry, that's the earnings reports for the week. Alright, so we're going to start with Raytheon, a company spoke about a few weeks ago. Split into four pieces: the Collins Aerospace, the Pratt & Whitney Designs and Manufacturing, the Raytheon Intelligence and Space, and the Raytheon Missile and Defence Program. Now, each one of these brings in a lot of money, and it's all managed by this guy and this board. Sorry about that. We've all seen it been recommended since I uploaded my video. A lot of analysts, a lot better than me, have come after my video and recommended it. And so someone even joked, asking me, were they following my show? Which I doubt, of course. But as I said, it had dropped 50% in price. I picked it up at 50 before the dividend, which would have given me $60. It went up by $96, my entire holding, so I sold it. It went back down to 52. I bought it back, and it went up another $80, so I sold it again. And I'll be looking to, where it went back down, I'll be looking to purchase it again, because I do think this is a great long-term company to have, especially for the dividend. And we're going to look at a couple of ones to have alongside it in the same area. General Dynamics, another one I recommended when it was 100 a share. Actually, if you'd have picked it up then, you would have picked it up at the bottom. Its high is 193 a share. Again, one that was 50, more or less 50% reduction. It pays a dividend, and and look at the PE ratio, 11.77%. These two are for those who was asking why I wasn't going for Boeing, because Boeing isn't paying a dividend. Boeing will have, I do think it will come back, but it will take 3 to 5 years to come back. It's not going to take that long to come back, and it will be paying you a dividend in the meantime. And then this is the new one that people haven't been talking about, Parker Hannifin Corporation, PH. So you've got a PE ratio of 16, a dividend of 2%. Not as good a dividend as the other two, but this is if you want to diversify. The thing about PH is it has 60-year dividend growth. So if you want a dividend aristocrat, this is the one. It's been going for 100 years. Now, this is one if you want security, and most dividend aristocrats pay 1% or below. To have one like this is really good, and it's below its highs. Its highs was 215, and we know the reason why. it's fully diversified within its industry, like Raytheon. It's not as cheap as Raytheon, but it's a dividend aristocrat. Some people don't go into it because they say it's going to need a lot of investment to stay. It's going to need a lot of investment in the industries to stay relevant. But with that dividend, you can see it's 21 billion market cap. With that dividend, it reinvests 75, leaves 75% of its money to reinvest into the company. So it's not likes of a REIT or Ford's where a lot of its money it pays it in dividend, or even like General Electric. So this is one that I would look into picking up as well. Now we are going to try and hurry things up because we don't have much time. There's Novavax. Now, if only we picked it up at 3.5 dollars a share, now it's 57. We see it jump up, but because we've seen all the resistance lines it's gone through, it keeps breaking through resistance lines, then going sideways and breaking new resistance lines, which shows that it can go far, and I think it can go further. The problem with this is I would want it to go a bit lower before picking it up. I would want it to go sub 50 before I picked it up. And the thing is, I think for that it would be a good one for the future. A lot of people are put off by the fact that it's not profitable, but I think it has a lot of stuff in its pipeline. Now we're going to Nike. Everyone knows Nike. Again, another one which has broken resistance lines, and we can see here the resistance lines it's breaking. It's tried a few times to break resistance lines, struggled and then broken, then come back down. I think it can break resistance lines of 95 to 100 and get back to its highs 105, because people are being given stimulus checks, and we saw with the first stimulus check some people were going out and buying Nikes on ordering them online. And what are people going to do once they're allowed out and the Nike shops are open again? I would hope people are investing these stimulus checks or keeping them if they are if they need it because of their financial situation. But there are certain people, we have it in London, in the UK, as well as in America, who will just rush out and buy the newest Nikes because they think, oh, I couldn't afford them normally, I don't want the government to come and take the money back off me. Before they do, I'll go out and I'll bling myself up. So they'll go and buy Nike Jordans. These are a company which is not going to crash. They've been around for a long time. They're kind of like Coca-Cola in their industry, but I would want this price point to get down to between 80 and 85, and now I would if it dropped between 80 and 85 again, I would pick it up, because you can see here from the past month it's been dropping and breaking resistance points, breaking resistance points. I think it will drop again and then it will break new resistance points. And that is one of my old tips again, just coming up. Clovis Oncology. Now, I'm sure here we're going to go into my account and actually buy some of Clovis. So, because I said to you before how we made 30% on it, and it's dropping. But before we do, we're gonna check that there's nothing negative coming out, like they've been refused treatment. And let's see. No, it's got an approval. That's the thing. I said how the FDA approval was coming up, and people jumped in it, and how we trade the overreaction. We did. It went up 80%. 30%, and we traded that. We made our money, and now we go back in. You know. So it's got the approval for the prostate drug. So now we go back in. Look at that. Nah, because it's got approval for the prostate cancer drug, which is a limited market right now. But what's happening is all eyes are on COVID-19. So people aren't worried about the other sectors, they're worried about COVID-19. So we can make money while others are looking at elsewhere. Don't forget to hit a like and subscribe button. I will be uploading another one soon. I'm sorry about the background noise, but that's what we pay for being out in the sunshine. And don't forget, I still have my kids being my producers. So you know, they're very good producers, probably better producers than I am a host. So please don't mark me down for the noise, and I'll see you in the next show.